Destination Mark.
Whew. Well, I think we made it. Hey guys, how's it going? Marcelo here, and did you remember that I had a face? If you haven't been watching my streams, you probably forgot. Hi, it's been quite a while since I've gotten in front of the camera. So, Happy New Year. 2021 is officially a go. It's been for a few days now. I've been tinkering with video ideas and whatnot, so I've been absent for the first few days of the new year. Here I am now, though, so time for an update video. I guess we better address that four-numbered elephant in the room and talk about last year a little bit. Not so much as what went down, like, in the world last year, as we already know, but, like, more so in the YouTube space, and more so than that in, like, my particular space. Let's get into that. 2020 was a hard year for everyone, obviously, and while we've been getting by over here, I just kind of started losing motivation to do, like, regular videos, and that's been kind of happening since 2019 as well, but, like, this year a bit more so, and not because of the pandemic and everything else going on. It was just more so my mental state, I guess. I'd been doing a lot of work at work, and that's been kicking my ass. I had to take 2 leaves, and I'm still in the second one currently at the time of this recording, because of everything going on, and that would give me more time to do videos and whatnot and do other real-world stuff I have to take care of, but I just was lacking, and that's not good. But I thought getting time off work, not just because it keeps me safe from everything out there, but, like, because I get more time to do stuff, you would think I would use that time to do more stuff. And vid games kind of thrived last year because of that. Even though the guys couldn't come over and we couldn't, we had to basically, like, we were forced to stop certain playthroughs like Spyro Reignited or frickin' Undertale and all that stuff. With Vic being here, we were able to do a lot more and still play more games and keep that channel going. And the streams were keeping this channel going as well, but again, just regular videos almost stopped. I mean, when it was just news stuff about Crash or Spyro or whatever, mainly Crash 4 stuff kept me afloat, things like that. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2, SpongeBob, Shantae. So there was some good. I'm not saying there wasn't any good amongst the bad for last year. There was definitely some highs amidst the lows. But in terms of MySpace here, not MySpace, the site, anyway, my destination, I guess you could say. I don't know. Things just kind of, every time I would get an idea for a video or something, I just wouldn't see it through, and it happened multiple times. And then there was the whole thing of, well, I'm seeing everyone else in the Crash and Spyro community, like, thrive, and they've got videos coming out regularly, and they've got a bunch of subscribers, and I know that I never ask for people to subscribe on this channel, because I would assume if you like the content, you know what to do, so I don't have to tell you, but, like, where it counts, and since I want to stay monetized and whatnot, like, at some point you have to think about the numbers, and there was a little bit of growth last year, but again, just with the inconsistent uploads, the inconsistent streams even, and I don't even have streams set up to where you can donate or anything like that, so I'm not even in that realm yet, but, like, I don't want the whole update video to be about this, but it took a toll on just my will to keep doing YouTube the way I've been doing it, and it was just, ugh. But all that to say that this year, something about, I guess, it just being the new year made me kind of get back into the game and get motivated again. I just have ideas, and I guess I just needed some time to just have that stuff marinate in the back of my head. And with the leave, even though I've got other stuff I need to do as well outside of YouTube, I think now that I'm motivated again to at least try and keep YouTube going as I'm doing other stuff, that should be a good thing. Hopefully, with the leave will help me to start being in the, like, basically in the middle of it now. That should help me to do stuff again on this channel. So, speaking of that stuff, as the phone rings in the background, let's get into that. So before we talk about the new stuff, I actually want to talk about the older stuff. Stuff I used to do on the channel, like awkward game glitches, even though that one was kind of random. It would just happen whenever I was playing stuff in my off time. The game reviews, movie reviews, quick reviews even, stuff like that. I want to bring that stuff back because it's been a long time since those were the kinds of stuff that started to slowly drop off as my motivation was kind of dwindling. So like that kind of stuff, even like maybe nerdy merch if you guys want to see that again. Thoughts videos with the little Mark's Thoughts logo or whatever. Like I want to bring that stuff back. So I want to see what more I can do with them and see if I can make them a little bit more creative. But basically, as a starter to this year, I want to see if those can still do well in this space. Now that stuff, time's gone by, obviously, since I've done those videos, and I have played a lot more games. So, branded under that stuff I used to do, I want to see if I can bring it back with stuff that I've played or seen or whatever nowadays. So, that's one thing to expect. And also videos that I promised from 2020 that have to roll over now to 2021. I still want to get those out. The two right away being the Crash 4 review, which I was supposed to do like a long time ago and I didn't do it, and the top 10 favorite Tetris Effect levels video. I promised that, I think, at the beginning of last year in that update video, and I didn't do it, so I want to still do it. And Tetris Effect in particular is still relevant because of the fact that now it's got that little expansion on the Xbox One, Tetris Effect Connected, where it's got the multiplayer modes and all that stuff. So like the game's still being played and not just for the base content right now. And that's a good thing. So like the game is still relevant. I've been playing it still. Still one of my favorite games to just play when I'm bored or I just want to zone out or whatever. No pun intended to the zone mechanic. But it's still a fun game, and I'm still having a lot of fun with it. And so I want to still do that video because I feel it's still necessary and it can still work because it's still relevant. And the Bandicast, of course, that's going to continue. I'm not done with it by a long shot just yet. We only have 2 episodes of post-launch out right now, so I had one with Lou Studdard, of all people. I am still so thankful that he was able to do it and was willing to do it. And then Miharu returned. So the formula, which I talked about in that last Bandicast with her, for the post-launch episodes or podcast, are going to be 1 new guest, 1 returning, 1 new, 1 returning. So it's going to go in that kind of pattern, which means we've got a new person coming in for the next one. Yeah, hopefully my mic doesn't fall over. So stay tuned for the next episode of the Bandicast because we're going to have a new guest. Hasn't been on the channel or the show at all. So yeah. And some of the more immediate new content that you can look forward to for this year that I've been mulling over in my head and those ideas have been marinating in there are videos on Immortals Phoenix Rising, because I've been playing that game a lot with my mom, with Miharu, and it's been super fun. I already beat the main storyline, so I just have a bunch of other like remedial stuff to do. But the game itself is really freaking fun. So even though people have said it's a Breath of the Wild clone basically, and yes, in a lot of respects it kind of is, it's still super fun. And if you're on the fence about playing it or not, I would say definitely check it out if you have a PS4 or a PS5. It's on both, so there's that. Then I also want to do some videos on Astro's Playroom, which is a super freaking fun game. We did that on VidGames, me and Victor, and that was really fun. And Sackboy, which we've been streaming on here. So we already beat the main storyline if you've been watching our streams on Sackboy, A Big Adventure. So I want to do some kind of like a thoughts to review video on that as well. And then I have some other top 10 videos aside from the Tetris Effect one where I want to do, won't give it away exactly, but it has to do with Crash 4. So there you go. 2 top 10 lists back-to-back about Crash 4. Something for Sackboy, something for Astro's Playroom, and something definitely for Immortals Phoenix Rising. Those will be the games we'll be talking about in just video format on the channel soon. So, yeah. And now we get to streams. Obviously, the streams are not going away, not by a long shot. When I'm not doing videos and stuff, or editing for Miharu, I will be doing streams as I've always been. So those will continue on through this year. The cool thing, though, is that having a PS5 means that I don't have, like, a whole lot of games up on there. I have, like, just, like, what, 2 or 3 PS5 games, and now I have, I think I put Crash 4 on there, and I have Tetris on there. So those carried over from my PS4 stuff. So instead of having an external hard drive for my PS4, I'm treating my PS5 as such for the time being, which means I can put other games. I have like a bunch off to the side here. A bunch of other PS4 games I haven't either touched at all or played very little of, like Horizon Zero Dawn, or I have The Last Guardian here, or Near Automata. Some of those games I really want to do again, and because I haven't done them at all, or I did very little of Horizon, so like I know Harry would like that. So whatever I have here, I can put up to a poll or whatever, or various polls, whatever I want to do and can't decide on what to do first. I leave it up to you guys or whatever. So more PS4 games can be played that couldn't be played on my PS4 because of the fact that I just have too many games on there at the moment, and I have like no external hard drive or anywhere else to fit the app data of other games. What happened to the days where you could just pop a disc in and then pop it out when you're done? Can the PS6 do that, please? Because I know that online stuff, I'm just going to be rambling at this point. Online stuff is the norm, but when you have, like, even the game has to store data on the fucking console, you can't just pop it in, play it, then pop it out, and then it's fine. Next game. I mean, in the traditional sense is what I'm talking about. Anyway, so PS5 games will still be streamed and played. I've got, like, I want to get Little Nightmares 2 on there. I don't know if it's coming out for PS5, but we'll be playing it on PS5. Destruction All-Stars, which got delayed, but when it comes out, I pre-ordered that like a long time ago. So because I pre-ordered it, I'll be getting it whenever it comes out. So I want to stream that for sure. So stuff like that will be happening at some point too. Not like immediately, but whenever I leave it up to polls or stuff for games I haven't played in a while on PS4, I can put them on the PS5. It'll be a PS5 stream effectively, but of a PS4 game. So hopefully that's not too confusing. But in terms of streams that I'm going to be doing immediately to kick off this year, I'll tease a bit of them that I want to do, like immediately. So the next stream you'll be seeing from us is a more just casual stream of Crash 4 on PS5. I want to run it at 60 frames so you can see how consistent it is, and it's awesome. And then I finally want to get back to Uncharted 2 because we're like right at the very end of it, and we just kind of left it off for other games that were coming out around that time. So I want to definitely get back to Uncharted 2, finish that up, and then start Uncharted 3, which I've already played all the way through with Miharu. So I remember a majority of it, but not like all of it. So it'll be fun to go back through it again and have to remember how it all went. So that's gonna be really fun, and then maybe we'll get to Uncharted 4 after that at some point. So the casual Crash stream, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, probably in the same day. We'll like finish off the second one and get into the third one. And if Miharu and Victor are down for it, I would like to return to Ace Attorney because we always have a blast with that, and we haven't finished, like, I don't remember where we left off on that, so I don't remember where we left off, but I know that Victor would love to hear my gumshoe voice again. I would love to do it again, except that my voice is going to get blown out for sure. Haven't done it in a while. But it's really fun, so like we just left that off as well, and I want to get back to it. I think we did 11 streams or 12 streams of that game? I think it was 11. So this, if we return to it, it would effectively be like the 12th or 13th stream on it. But we'll see if they want to do it. And of course, I still want to do community-driven games, stuff I've played with you guys like CTR. I want to try and make Jackbox stuff work again. I've been trying to talk to some people online about it, and the only real thing that we can come up with right now, because later Jackbox games implemented the option to turn off to hide your room code. As you know, we've had a couple instances where people have come in to troll us and stuff. They're random people, not knowing or caring that we were streaming. Or rather, they knew and they didn't care, so they came in and started, using language and whatnot. So, there's that. But I want to definitely try and hide the room code, and if I have the older games which don't have that option for some reason, we might be able to hide the room code by physically, like by placing, if we do it on PS5, we can place our webcam, like hopefully over where the code appears, so that could help. If we happen to try that at some point, then maybe we'll try it at some point, but I might just have to submit and go ahead and download some of the newer Jackbox games, which I would like to. It's not like it's a chore or anything bad to do so, of course. But But I love the simpler, more original games from the first few Jackbox, or the very first Jackbox pack. Drawful 2, stuff like that. I mean, it's always fun to just doodle random shit with you guys on stream, but then you got people drawing dicks and naming themselves the N-word and stuff, and it's just not a good time. So that's how come we stopped those streams effectively. That was an intentional decision, of course, but I want to get back to playing those games because they're fun, and I shouldn't let trolls stop me. It's just hard when the game itself doesn't have an option to turn that shit off. So hopefully, that if that PS5 method works, we can put our thing, because we can always, I mean, it's gonna have to be a lot of work, but we're gonna have to, like, maybe we can put the webcam in front of where the room code is, but if it happens to, like, get in the way of actual gameplay after that, and everyone's in the room and that code's off the screen, we'll have to go back in and then put the webcam somewhere else so it doesn't cover the gameplay. It's going to be a chore. I don't know. We'll find out. Point is, I want to do Jackbox games again, hopefully at some point on stream. I just have to figure that out. But CTR will definitely come back. I do want to do more CTR just because the game is already almost going on a year without any more updates and stuff. The production on future content, live content or whatever, has been stopped. But the game's still fun and we have a lot to toy with, so I want to do more CTR streams. And I'm just rambling at this point. Basically, we have stream plans for sure. Ace Attorney, hopefully. More CTR and more Jackbox, hopefully, if we can figure that stuff out. Uncharted, freaking Crash 4 will be coming up immediately. We have plans. And basically, that is it. So, 2021, there's a lot going on. That's the stuff I immediately want to work on. And I feel motivated again to do so, which is very, very good. Very refreshing. I don't feel like I'm out of ideas right now, and I want to do discussion videos again, so if anything for gaming news pops up, if anything for anything else pops up, I'll try my best to cover it. So we'll see how that goes. With me being on the work leave right now, it ends by March, beginning of March, so the content might slow. If it happens to slow down, it'll be because of that. But I'll try my best to balance out how I rest from work, because I always feel the need to sleep after I come home from a hard day at work. But I sleep for it's not even a nap. It's like an actual, like, I fall asleep for like 5 hours. So I have to try and balance that out. And hopefully you don't see me all droopy and like, hey guys. So I don't want to feel or look too tired or sound too tired when I do my content once work resumes. But we'll see. That's not yet. This is right now. So those are my plans. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I see them through. I hope to. Also hope to lose a bit of weight, because I've been getting the fucking fat comments. But I'm a big boy. I know. I gained some weight. Better work this year to burn it off. Anyway, that's getting too personal. I'm Mark. See you guys later. 2021, new year. Hopefully we start anew. Bye. Take care.